time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome into the Wednesday edition of your show. My name is Gary. I am your overweight host, still battling it. Trying to get the winter weight off, and probably won't happen, but still it's something fun to talk about when you start a show. And we are also so very, very proud to still be, as far as we know, the only show originating from Saskatoon that goes live 4 to 5 p.m. all across the interwebs and wherever you find your stuff. So thank you so much for being a part of that. It means the world to us. We're very grateful. Because when you're doing something no one else is doing, sometimes it takes a while to get off the ground. But here, it's stood out from the start, and it continues to grow, and it's all because of you. So thank you very, very much. I will also say it's a lot because of this camera right here. Ladies and gentlemen, time for another Maggie Cam. Hey, wake up, girl. You're working. Come on now. Anything? Yeah, that's a little better. The Maggie Cam for our fantastic friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. When you walk through those majestic, magical doors, you'll be greeted by Maggie's boyfriend, Leroy, also a greeting dog. He will walk you up to the till where you will say hi to Mike and or Rochelle. They will give you the greatest shopping experience of your life inside a pet store. We're talking all the latest fashions when it comes to puppy clothing, toys, leashes. We got the buckle up leashes going on with the matching collars, which are very, very exciting. Got one here on the set right now. They also have the raw food in the back fridges right next to the greatest cleaning station on planet Earth. And we are about to get real dirty puppies here, so it's a great time to go and take advantage of that as well. They're also open on the weekends and after hours, thanks to Kirsten, Shar, and Chris. All that and so much more waiting for you over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer, as Maggie looks like she's about to go back to sleep.
That was a good Maggie Cam.
Hey, thank you. We got Dragon on the ones too. He's fired up. You gonna talk to your mic real quick? Tell everyone why you're so fired up right now.
I'm doing my taxes.
I've never in my life, ever, met a 20-year-old human being that loves doing taxes. This is the first time. You're like the unicorn of the tax world, man.
I like the numbers. It's fun.
Nerd. Okay, well, luckily we're all nerds here, so that's actually a compliment. Way to nerd out, bro. Keep up your taxing awesomeness. Do we have our all the way around member ready to go on the Zoom? He's looking at me like he does not. Here he goes. We have to set it up, don't we? Yeah. Here's what happened. We were playing Super Smash Bros. On the old Twitch stream over on the Twitch studio across the room here. And there was a lot of Super Smash Bros. Going on, and he got Super Smash destroyed. Nothing? Oh, okay. He gave me a bit of a licking like he usually does. I'm not too proud of it. But in the meantime, we will introduce one of our, I guess, fill-in guests. We have no Simon Hyatt today, no Curtis Anderson. So we got rid of the D team, and we brought in the A team. Can we say that?
More like the B team.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Balarzon family, Shane! Woo! The hair, man. I'm loving the hair. You look fantastic. Shane Balarzon. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, Gary. How are you doing, man?
Doing great. Welcome to the studio.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I haven't seen that side of it before.
Isn't it wild?
It's everything I imagined and more.
See, it's every now and then we do some stuff with that second set, and it's really cool. But it is a interesting setup, hey, when you see all the cameras and the different, camera feeds and the big on-air feed.
You don't have any trees to put on just the outside of those two chairs?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Maybe some ferns?
Could be.
We usually put, Frank, this is, what do we call him? The snake plant? Jake, why was I saying Frank? Jake the snake plant. This guy, he got on the mic one time and started saying horrible stuff, so we had to kick him off. Now he sits at the front of the set. But he looks pretty good over in between those two chairs. So I like where your head's going. I also want to redo the planter, as our plants are really struggling over there with no sunlight. So I'm going to try to get some fresh ones at some point. We've had some people offer up. Dragon, how are we looking? Oh. Okay. That's what he does. He'll come. Don't you worry. He'll get here. Would you be able to do his double zoom? Do you have that ability? A double zoom. So we go double box. We're really throwing it at the old dragon right now. When we say we go live, this is what going live means.
Yeah.
Like lots
Figure
of
it
people
out on the way.
Exactly. Lots of people won't do it because everyone wants to be perfect. Around here, we thrive by making mistakes.
Sorry.
It's
gotta
all
go.
good. No, this is what's
Gotta
in.
go pick up the daughters at the bus stop right now. I don't turn that alarm off ever. I'm on the road. I am working. That thing doesn't go off, and I just say it every time. Because you know what? One time in kindergarten.
Yep.
One time didn't pick it up. Didn't go
And
well.
yeah,
Didn't go well.
that's
Didn't work out.
it. Only takes one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we are ready to go to one. Do you want to try a double? You want to get Mazer on a double? Okay, we're going to go for a double. I
Not
like
that
this as well.
interesting, I guess.
Yes. Well, no.
You got it.
I even said yes to it.
Yes,
Like,
you
yes.
said
Oh,
yes.
no, not true. Yep. Perfect. All right. It is time now to check in with the eldest son of the Belarton family, all the way over, probably in his anti-fresco in Melbourne, Australia. Possibly, I didn't even check where he was today. Ladies and gentlemen, coach number 1. Oh, he's on the road. This will be interesting. What's up, dog?
The anti-al fresco. That's a
Yeah.
new one.
I got over the fresca part of it and just went right to the fresco. It's always fun to talk about those things.
Yeah,
where
I like
are you driving to, buddy? What's going on?
I'm driving to a conference in Geelong.
Oh, Geelong.
Geelong, yep.
Yeah.
It's the Australian Sports Commission has a coaching and officiating conference for 3 days. So yeah, I'm going there, meeting with a few people. Got a client of mine or past client who's speaking, so I want to go watch her. And just cruising out there today.
Are you gonna
put the phone?
Are you gonna judge your past client? Is that what's going on here? Is this like a grading appointment?
No, she did. We worked together for about 3 years ago. So she's the national coach, the Australian coach for the netball team.
Ooh, netball. Now tell us what netball is.
So it's like basketball, but you can't bounce the ball, you can't dribble, and there's no back net. What's that called? There's the rim,
Backboard.
but no backboard.
Backboard,
Yeah.
AJ.
That's how involved I am with basketball that I don't even know what the freaking backboard is called.
I really hope you're not grading her on that. That's for sure.
No, Shane, how's it going?
Good, Adrian. How you doing?
It's good to hear your voice, brother.
Oh, it's good to hear you, and it's not
Oops.
with the background of an airplane going on my side.
Yeah,
that usually when you guys
last
talk?
time. Yeah.
We did on
Oh, for
Sunday.
Christ's sakes.
I don't know. Just the time that it catches up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is it the dashboard not holding up there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd get a $350 ticket with what's going on right now, but
Well,
Well, so don't you have a mount to just put it on there? I mean, don't tell anybody, but I always have mine on a mount, and it's always on GPS, no matter what's happening on it.
that's right.
Every
no,
time.
That's all you use it for.
I'm driving my new vehicle. I got a new truck, and I haven't got all the accessories that from my old car into this one. So
Tell us about this truck here.
hold on.
Yeah, I want to hear about this
I've-
purchasing experience of this truck.
Oh.
All
Nice
right,
little-
so I'm pretty excited
More
actually.
illegal
of,
Don't get pulled over, bro.
yes. No, I've pulled over in case anybody's watching,
There you
from
go.
the Victorian police. No, I bought a BYD Shark. So
Ooh.
I don't know if is BYD a brand in Canada? It's a Chinese brand. Is it made its way there?
I haven't seen too many I know of it. Yeah, I'm aware of it, but I
All
haven't
right.
seen any here.
So I've entered in the world of hybrid vehicles. So it's a plug-in hybrid.
Ooh.
I get about 100 kilometers on the battery, and then the fuel tank is about 700 kilometers.
Hold on a second.
So
So you get 1/8 of your total output from a battery?
yeah, so I can drive up to about 100 kilometers a day, or without a charge.
Yeah, like so every time you can do that.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
I guess I sounded a little facetious there. I didn't mean to be like judgy. I was just trying to do
No,
the math
no.
because we talked about my math skills before. They don't exist. They're just not
So,
there.
But that'll
No,
take
I'm
care of
excited
a lot
about
of
because
your
I don't
city.
do.
ahead.
Yes, yes.
The
Yeah.
city driving. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yeah, I got to learn when to, still have to learn when to not talk.
It's an interesting song and dance for sure when you're going back and forth on these things. So you got the truck, BYD, something I've never heard of.
Is that
Shane's
how
heard
you
of it.
pronounce it? You just say the letters, or do you call it bid? Bide?
Now you
Food?
say the words, and apparently it stands for "Build Your Dream."
Oh, yeah. If I
That
was
is that is very Chinese, right there. That is
If-
very, very much China.
very branding too, hey? That's very on brand. No, you don't shorten this one. You have to make sure everyone realizes what's going on when you talk about our product.
Yeah. So,
Building dreams.
but it's got a lot of new technology. I was driving a Honda Civic before this from 2011, so a little bit of an upgrade here.
Now, is this a 2025 build your dream?
It
Wow.
is, yeah. It's the first truck model. They haven't built trucks before, so it's like a mid-size truck. It's not the big Dodge or the Ford 350s or anything, but so it's a mid-size.
It's like a Ranger.
Ooh.
Is it like
Yep,
a Ranger?
That's exactly.
So
It is a
when
competitor
grows
of the
up-
Ranger.
When it grows up, it'll be a truck.
That's a dumb thing to say, Shane.
If you can't tell, these guys are brothers.
So sorry, I've been driving around rural Alberta for the last 3 days. I have seen nothing but big trucks, all
Big truck
nonstop
country.
for the last 1,200 kilometers in 3 days, kind of thing.
That's it.
That's the way it's been.
Big
Hey,
truck
hey,
country.
Quick question: is anybody from Nebraska joining us today?
No, Steve had to cancel on us. He's got way too busy
Oh.
doing his thing.
All right.
And I'm assuming he's always busy doing his thing because what he does is crazy. So good on him for at least a couple moments was going to be a part of it. We almost had the whole brother party going on, which would have been great, but alas, not today.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me about what Steve does? I've only heard through friends. What does Steve do?
What do you think he does?
I think he works with a company that our other buddy here started, and it involves fossil fuels in some way, sort of. This is what I mean. It's complicated stuff, like to me. Is that close?
All of those things that are technically correct.
Hey, we're getting there. Give me a rundown of my old buddy Stevie. Someone talk to me.
Adrian, are you sure of his role in the company right now?
He's responsible for raising billions of dollars, is my understanding. But
That's all
I
I
would
knew.
actually like to hear Shane explain to me what the company does because I still don't really understand.
All right. So there's an industrial product called carbon black. If you look anything around you that's black, plastic, rubber, it probably has carbon black in it. And carbon black is traditionally made with petroleum, but this company is making it with natural gas so that it's more economical and a little friendlier towards the environment, I believe, but I cannot put that stake on it. And a lot of chemical engineering at the base of it, a lot of energy provided. There's byproducts that come out of it. So they've got like their main product, the byproducts, and they're just all trying to work out the markets and trying to work this one out.
Like next level groundbreaking stuff.
That's what I understand.
That's how I took it. Too.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I say it's something way bigger than my mind could ever comprehend. And now we
Yeah.
can confirm that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
And you said something pretty interesting, Gary, or I think that's really interesting pointing out to all our listeners and viewers today, is that the CEO of the company is another local boy from Saskatoon,
Yeah.
Rob Hansen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob Hansen, which is like, that's incredible stuff. And I always laugh. It's like, yeah, these are all Bobcats, all guys I grew up playing hockey with.
they are all Bobcats, aren't
You know? Yeah. Bobcats taking over the world, man. That's what it's all about.
But I was not a Bobcat.
Is that just because you didn't play?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure you're just down here like the rest of us. I was talking to a fellow Avalloner, the great Kurt Dahl, on the phone today, and our boy KD. And I told him I was talking to you boys, and we were like, oh, yeah. Well, ours one's just down the other side of JL. Hey, I was like, yeah, of course. Like, just on Cascades. Like, yeah. It's so funny how, like, all these people, all in different directions, we still have all of that sort of groundedness with the roots. which I always love. Like you got top entertainment lawyer in Canada, you got guys with billion-dollar companies, you got guys in Australia, you got guys doing incredible charity stuff, and then you got me in a garage. But somehow we're all together still, which is very cool to me. I've always appreciated that sort of angle of this amazing community we grew up in. I am going to take this time now, you guys, to talk real quick about our latest member of the family, my main man. You see him pop up on the back screen here, Mobley Llorente. I just love these live reads. Here we go. Buckle up, boys. Get pre-approved before you shop. The housing market's heating up and homes are selling fast. If you're serious about buying, getting pre-approved isn't just smart, it's essential. Mobley Llorente with TMG, the mortgage group, will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers with access to multiple lenders. He'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and stress-free. Don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. Mobley Llorente, mortgages made simple. Call or text 306-370-5804. Woo! Hey, live reads.
Hot.
Gotta get them in. I love them so much. If you want to be like our friend Mobley, you want to join this team, you want to promote your business, your company, your organization, your charity, or anything else, it's real easy to do. All you got to do is send us an email. Check this out. Dragon, hit it. Boom. I said boom. Dragon. A little delayed. That's right.
There it is.
We even got a theme song? Australia high five. Is that what we're going to do? We have to do the theme song first. Email us at contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. And now we're going to send it right into AJ's face. Ready, Dragon? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Get it back to Australia. There you go. That hurt, didn't it? Send it in hot. Got to look out for those fine emails. We also have a website. Dragon, there it is, with a perfectly sized Dufferin Ave Media Network sign at the end of it. You can also check that out, just like the email minus the contact and the @ sign. That one will also send all the way to Australia. 1, 2, 3, get out of here. Little delay on that one, a little bit of lag. You know, I used to control it on my phone, so I could just do it myself, and I got into the routine of having fun with the graphics, and then the Stream Deck on my phone won't work anymore. So now it's like, gotta trust the Dragons, gotta trust the LBs, you gotta trust the Phenoms.
Doing what he can.
That's it. Yeah, doing taxes. God, you're not 20. I tell you, you're like an 80-year-old man in a 20-year-old body. Outrageous. So, AJ, what's new in the world of Australia besides a little road trip here? What's going on? We haven't caught up in a week.
Yeah, not a whole lot to be on. Oh, here's one. We're getting solar panels today.
Hey!
That's very localized. That's not necessarily what's happening in Australia. Oh, you know, we talked about the cyclone Alfred
Yes, you were very worried.
that was supposed to hit Brisbane and the East Coast. It tamed down, so they kind of not too bad. There's a time where there's about 120,000 homes without electricity and power. But outside of that, generally speaking, the country did all right. Alfred slowed down, and we were quite fortunate in that space. So that's a good news story from the country. Yeah, much more localized. We're getting solar panels put on tonight or today as we speak. So that's exciting. We'll see if that's, we're doing our bit for the environment, reduce our electricity bill.
Doesn't sound excited, eh?
I can plug my truck in, so it gets refueled.
There you go. That's the way to do it, dude. Did you by chance catch any of the opening race of the F1 in downtown Melbourne?
No, I did not. But yeah, obviously that was a massive event here, and
Yeah.
it's been a very, very long time, or it's never happened where an Aussie driver has captured the checkered flag. And this year, one of the drivers was close to it, but then towards the end, it was a really wet day on Sunday here.
Yeah.
And he spun out towards the end, so lost any chance to kind of break that drought for Aussie drivers. But they're saying, I can't remember, like hundreds of thousands over 4 days. I think it was around 500,000 to 600,000 people went to the event over the 4 days, which is just Melbourne here in Australia is known as the capital. Well, I think Melburnians would say we are the capital state of a cop has just pulled me over.
Are you kidding
Not to
me?
be kidding. I'm not. So
What's protocol here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull over.
Oh my god. Well, you can't stay
Are you
on.
fucking kidding me?
This.
No, well, I could leave it and you guys could listen, but
I'd like to listen.
just give me a warning.
Well, yeah, you're just
Well,
GPSing.
so I've just put the phone down. They have. So it's a black car. He's just given me a warning, I think. I'm still a little nervous.
Yeah, we're here for you,
Because
brother.
he did the siren.
Yeah.
He did the siren, and then he's just kept driving.
So he was just letting you know, hey, I see
So
ya.
I might. Well, picture me driving, holding the phone in front of me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I was doing. So
Yeah.
do not do that if you're at home.
That is a ticket worthy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Even though you're just checking your GPS, like we were saying.
Oh yeah, I cannot. Yes, I was just checking the GPS.
So was this a?
Okay, I think we're okay.
What the hell, man? I felt so bad there for a second.
They do not in Canada,
Oh.
in Saskatchewan. They do not do that.
Yeah, you're
You-
not.
There's you get a ticket. They're giving you a ticket. They're not dancing
Instant
around
pit
it. It's
maneuver.
instant. Yeah. No anything about it.
Woo.
They lock down a whole bunch
So
of loopholes.
I'm driving. It's in. Oh my god! I can see this out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, why is that car next to me, black and white checkered? And I look to the corner. I thought, oh crap! Siren goes off. They're looking at me, and I was like, so I pull over to the left, and they just kept going. So
Dude,
Man,
mate.
I've had a good day. Very lucky. Very lucky.
I'm trying.
Thankful.
I think we can justify this by saying that dude is just a huge fan of the All the Way Around table, and he wanted to just let you know he's a fan. Like, I see you every Wednesday, bro.
Well,
I guess
yes.
Thursday mornings.
Yeah, that's right. So I was almost thinking if I got pulled over, we'd have to. Maybe we could have a chat with him. Oh, who stopped up here? Hopefully that's not them. No, we're good.
He's
Now we're all nervous.
paranoid the whole way through,
Yeah,
and
Oh
justifiably.
yeah.
yeah. That's now we're just testing fate. I think. Hey, that's what's happening here.
But you know
Ridiculous.
what? The technology of this vehicle, it's like, it's got the lane control. So in theory, I could drive with no hands and the car just stays in the lanes. And does it
Set it
matter
and
if I'm
forget
on
it,
the
bro.
Zoom call? That's right.
Do you have
Oh.
to keep your hands on the wheel though? And if you take your hands off, does it start beeping at you?
Yeah, I did it the other day, and I think it was 10 or 15 seconds. It says, put your hands back on the steering wheel.
Yeah. I've had some rentals that are like that, and then the other one is there's a score. It's a game. How
jeez.
like, when you turn the car off, it tells you gives you a score on how much attention you were paying, if
Really?
you were attentive or not.
So you get freaking graded by your vehicle?
yeah.
Oh, I'd be so mad. I'd punch that dashboard so fast. Like, really? You think that's an F? Here's an F for you, bud. Little F-150, you know what I'm saying? Right in the gullet. Give him one.
You think those guys would just do you think they would take a photo of me and get my license plate and send me a ticket in the mail?
That's what I would do. If I was a cop, I don't want to be efficient.
It would save time. Like, they literally, if that would be one of the fastest ticket
This is
stops
deactivated.
ever. Are you just pulled over
All
now,
right,
or what's
let's-
going on there?
No, I just put it down in the console. So,
Okay. It's okay.
anyways, I'll keep you posted if anything else happens.
Yeah.
Is Coach Comma too? I thought is he
He might be. We're
joining us
going
on
to try
Zoom?
a double Zoom. Oh, he just texted me. Let's see what he's got to say. He says he's there. You want to double up, Dragon? We're going to try. All right, Dragon's going to try to get real fancy with it here. It's been a while since we've done one of these doubles. It'll be very interesting. He's thinking. He's contemplating. He may even figure it out. Tell him Dragon's trying now. Okay, so he's going to stop the input temporarily and then come back in double hot here. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, he's got a nice little halfer there. Slowly. Feels like there could be
gonna be-
something real naughty on that side of you,
Might be a
hey?
purple bar between the two.
Oh, I love doing this stuff on the fly. This is the best part is we were planning for a double zoom anyway, and we didn't actually execute it fully from the start. But I know Dragon, when he gets in there, he gets in there. Hey, while we're here, you and
Sure.
I, hospital home lottery, bro. How's everything going?
This little hospital home lottery is not.
Is that not the one I'm doing?
No.
What's the Kinsman home lottery?
So-
Mike, right in your face. You know what? That was the biggest scaredness factor for us whenever we do the remotes is getting the wrong one.
Yeah.
Kinsman home lottery.
Yeah,
Not
we don't,
hospital home
there's
lottery.
no more Kinsman home lottery.
So
We've pivoted.
There
We've
we
had to
go.
change.
What?
So
thank you. Now we're talking.
yeah. So this will be the first year we're not running the Kinsman home lottery. There's a lot going into a home lottery, right? Like there's just a ton of moving pieces, ton of dollars spent.
Oh,
Big budget, really big budget. Times are changing, and so we've switched over to a 50-50
Yeah.
lottery. So
Yes.
we've got this year,
there we go.
right? You know, just every group's got to evolve. We got to like switch it up, try and be new. So 2 weeks ago, we kicked off something new. So there's a 50-50 lottery with a minimum jackpot of $200,000. But we're also giving away over 50,000 in prizes weekly. So for over the next 8 weeks, I should know this, but in about 8 weeks, there'll be different prizes every week. We're going to be trying a few different things. Gives a lot of flexibility to just try new things.
Yeah.
So that we can raise money and just turn it back and spend it on the community ourselves.
I love that. It's so embarrassing for me. And I realized that I haven't been with the radio station in a while now. And that was the only time I'd ever talk with it during the home lottery. So I just assumed it was always still the same way. So I apologize for not knowing that.
Oh,
but it's
no,
good
man.
to know. This is
You got to know, like we got to talk about it,
This
right?
is
Like
it.
we're just getting it. We're 2 weeks into it.
yeah, there's
We're-
probably a bunch of people out there like me that are wondering about
Yeah, like the Kinsman Club of Saskatoon, there's 70 of us guys that are volunteers. There is no employees, and we're just starting this up. We got a couple other people working with us that we've engaged, but we're just figuring it out, right?
Yeah.
We're starting again. We were doing that home lottery for 40 years. And I know the video you probably saw me, I kept stumbling, right? Waddy put together a great little piece.
Shout out
and
to
he,
Waddy. Love me some Waddy.
Yeah, and he put together and he cut it together and just took the outtakes, and it was genuine because
It's real.
I've been doing it for 11 years, where every spring going out and saying the same thing, talking to the people.
Thinking of different ways to say the same thing.
Yeah, like just trying to do it, and then all of a sudden I have to say something different, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Right, so it's Kinsman5050lottery.com.
There you
Find
go.
it on all the socials, but we're just trying something new, right? The Kinsman, we're just straight up volunteers trying to figure out how we
love that.
can replace our
This is
biggest source of
Celia,
income so
divided.
that we can then move on and keep giving back to the community.
And I've learned that, especially with this place, the importance of being able to adapt and to change and to grow. It's if you're not doing it,
Oh
you're
my
just
God.
you're spinning the tires. Oh, I'm hearing Coach Mazer. Tell him not to swear or curse.
Oh, are we not supposed to swear on this? Is that?
Oh no, we can. It's just it's a little bit of a different swear when you don't think you're on a mic and you're in a vehicle. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, it
You
gets
might,
a little bit.
say something.
Yeah,
offside.
something not good. So we'll keep
Is
that in
driving
mind.
too?
I think he is.
All right.
It's a wild time. Maybe we'll get them both pulled over at the same time. That would be amazing. I do have to pass along a very lovely message to you and the rest of the Kinsmen. A good buddy of mine, my buddy Callum Oliver, he had a nasty mountain bike accident, and he lost the use of basically from the boobs down,
Oh yeah.
of his everything down there. And what's that? Good to go? Oh, you're talking to him. Even better. Figure that out there, Dragon. And we've been so fortunate. We've gotten him here in the studio a couple times. I've been on a couple shows, and he was doing a bunch of shows here before his accident. But with Kinsman and Telemiracle, you guys got him his chair.
Yeah, man.
His
Telemiracle.
go-to chair.
Yeah, right. And
Amazing.
Telemiracle is like that big group of everybody in Saskatchewan because there's dozens of clubs across the province, and we all get together once a year and help out folks with the medical devices.
Oh.
And it's like I just got goosebumps talking about it, right? Like
I'm not joking. Me too, man. That's
yeah,
crazy.
you know, like where
Yeah.
right, Saskatchewan gets together every year and gives $5-6 million to the
No
groups.
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, just everybody does it, right? They just like raise it. I mean,
Guess we will.
there's a massive amount of work that goes into that.
Oh.
We're trying to work through it on on our club level in Saskatoon, just doing what we can. And all these groups are doing it, and it's
Hey, Maverick.
in the
We can hear you.
yeah, Goose.
Oh, you can hear me.
We can hear you. We just can't see you right now. We're working through it.
Oh, I was trying to get the temperature turned down in the car. I was getting goosebumps too, but it's because the AC is too high and I can't work out how to turn it off on the screen.
You know, remember when we used to be the ones that could like figure out new technology?
He's got the oops on there now. Why are you running the oops for? We can carry things over here, bro. Don't worry about that. Being attacked by a little green man.
Oh,
That's so funny. Well done. All right, this is good. This will be very good. Back to the story.
Nice story.
Not to be derailed here.
Nah, where were we? We're talking about adapting, figuring it out, just working through, and yeah, like the Kinsman Club, like Kinsman, we've been around for what? 97 years in Saskatoon, over 100, and so it's just like it's an evolution, and it's you see when I started the club, it was a whole bunch of young guys, no kids,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different things. Now these same guys are running stuff, doing things, but we got kids, we got other
A
responsibilities.
lot less time.
Yeah, there's a lot less time. We're doing things a little different. Like the group of guys that I know, Luke, we got some new young guys coming in, and it's awesome to see them picking up the reins. But the old guys are old. Like a group of us went on a trip last week, and we went skiing in the mountains, and we used to stay up late and wake up early and go hard, and those things were not happening the same.
No, just grateful to have that sleep into 7 a.m. Hey,
Yeah, we all walked home. Like we all made it off the mountain. That's always a high five at the end of it.
all the bones in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every year we're even more thankful that that happened.
It's
But you're right. Yeah, like that sleep in, maybe go to bed a little early,
that's it.
not have to do anything.
different priorities now.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, can I want to throw something out to the two of you, because obviously you think Tell a Miracle, I remember growing up, that's obviously been a staple of the community across Metro, and the Kisman Sports Dinner, where you're bringing in all the different sports stars from around the world, around Canada, come in and raise money and share some stories. Here's another idea that probably could raise a few bucks. I'm just sporadically looking at you because I'm driving, so I'm keeping my eyes on the road. But
Yeah.
imagine
Don't
how
don't
much
worry.
money
Don't worry about looking at us. We're
you
good.
guys could.
I know what you look like.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All our viewers will, when I say this, they'll be like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." Imagine how much money we could raise if the two of you shaved your heads.
Whoa.
You know, Adrian, I'm not against it, and I don't think we're going to raise as much as you think we are. They just don't care about me as much.
That seems a little bit more self-serving to AJ than to the community.
Yeah.
As well, tell them what you told me before about on the airplane when you have hair like this.
Oh, not just airplanes, but just
Everywhere.
like I tell you, the 50 to 65-year-old women, they dig this hair. They are really the ones that comment on it.
There's a reason why we grow along. They always say,
my
"Don't you ever cut that hair? You look beautiful."
Yeah, it is wonderful. Oh my God, never change. And much to my 7-year-old daughter's chagrin, she wants me to cut this. She despises it.
Yeah.
She's like, I want you to have the hair like in the pictures from when I was a
They
baby.
used to, yeah.
From there, and she's like, no, I don't like it. And these other people just say it's so great. I'm like, see,
That's right.
she doesn't
The
care.
proof's right there. Well, hey, a lot can be said about the whole like Kirkland Fabio look that we rock. It's like we're sort of like Fabio right about here.
Kirkland.
Yeah,
Fabio?
like the poor, or like Timu Fabio, like the poor man's Fabio. You know what I mean? No.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. Self-deprecating,
saying,
not
I'm
us
just
deprecating.
saying.
I gotcha. What's that, AJ?
Yeah. I'm just saying. I just think of how much more good in the world you could do by raising some money for some kids in need.
Hey, I have
taking
zero
such
objections
another-
to such a
Anyways.
thing.
Yes, me too.
That's
However,
just,
Adrian.
I'm not sure. Gary might not be on the
Well,
same page.
someone
so
has to
we
think
can-
about the 50 to 65-year-old women out there.
Wow, that's true. That's true. You're both doing your job. Well
We're
done.
trying.
Yeah.
We're trying real hard.
I
That's all we can do.
if the right cause and the right dollars were there, yeah, no problem. But I have to say, if and when I do leave this hair, I've got a few hairstyles to go through before I get rid of it.
yeah.
Right? I mean, there's got to be
The retirement tour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. There's
Oh,
at
yeah.
least 3. There's there's gonna be a perm.
Yeah. I love it already.
Then there's gonna be a mullet with a perm,
Yeah.
still with a little bit of long hair. But then there's gonna be the mullet, like the really really tight up top and super long in the back. Like there's gonna be a lot of those things. So it's not gonna be just I can't just shave it off.
What the heck is up?
That is an angry man.
Yeah. Why is?
Uh,
Oh, there he is.
Coach Comma 2. There we go.
I can see him.
Am I on here?
This is great. Oh, but now we can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Holy-
I don't think we can hear him.
I could hear him.
Yeah, we don't got him over
Which way do I
here.
go?
Put
So
those,
update on the police here. I just had another car drive by me.
Yeah.
Same color. So the cop cars here are blue, but I had that black and white one drive by. Another one drove by me. And on the back, it said public response order or something. So maybe they're not real cops,
They're just out there to put the
They're
fear
just-
of cop God into you.
which they did. So,
Which-
yeah. So,
This is good. Oh, what's going on here? Coach, comma 2. How come he's not coming through? What's the deal there? Does anyone have any idea? I thought he talked. Okay, quiet on the set. Coach, comma 2. We see you're showing off Christian there from that's the Brood. Hey, look at that. Way
Oh,
back.
goodness.
There's Edge. There's Christian.
Wow.
Coach, comma 2. Can you talk?
I'm talking.
There we go.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
what are
Hey.
what are you showing off there, dog?
That's who you have on set today, I believe. I didn't know we were having
Yeah.
WWE wrestlers on the show today. You got Edge
Mm-hmm.
with you today, or who's on the show?
Yeah, that's actually Christian.
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
sick.
That's pretty impressive.
sick.
How nice does the hair look? We've been talking about
So
it.
good. Honestly, when I tuned in and I was getting frustrated because Dragon couldn't figure his stuff out, and if I'd known Dragon was taking over for the hand, I wouldn't even bother trying to be on the show.
Whoa! Hey, that's our special dragon you're talking about. Come on now.
Yeah,
trying.
those are compliments.
Oh.
So anyway, I see Belerge on Coach 3 or whatever his name's going to be, or Coach also, or anyway, I was just like, I thought Christian was on the show today, so I had to pull up an image because that hair's unreal, like
Thank
So
you.
sweet.
better than yours, Gary. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm not fighting him, man. That's he's got natural flow in there. Like mine's just all long and straight.
Oh yeah, there's no work
Bo-
put into this
body.
hair. People get angry at me about that.
Don't let them hate. We were talking about the hair retirement tour, Coach number 2, and he's got 3. I would also like to throw into the mix the skullet. That's one. Just take her the Hulkster. Even though we don't talk about Hulkster anymore, we hate the Hulk, but we do appreciate the skullet that he used to rock.
Well, hold on, not a long time listener. Why do we hate the Hulkster?
Oh, he's super racist. like the most racist, and has been forever. And WWE just keeps thinking people forget. And then finally they trotted him out with his new beer, a real American beer it was called. And he comes out and he says, "Listen here, brother, I've only ever teamed up with the best of the best, be it the Mega Powers," and goes through all his old tag team buddies. Says, "But nothing has been as good as my tag team partner here, real American beer." And then the whole crowd just started booing. Like right to his face. An entire sold out place started booing because it finally had enough of having this guy keep coming back. He does something racist and they put him away. They say, "We're not using him anymore." Then he comes back a year later. Everyone's had enough of Hulk Hogan and his racism. And so they all said, "We don't want your stupid beer and we don't want your stupid face. Get out of here." So we got rid of him. But the skullet was badass. Bald and then just long around.
And, like he had that forever, right? Like
Yeah.
he was young,
Oh, yeah.
probably younger than we are
Man.
when he first started.
We
rocking that
are
one,
we are tested. Oh, there's test right there.
Yeah.
It's giving you a little tester too.
Do you have one of those guys with a
Nice
bit of a
edge.
beer belly too? Like just a little bit more of a stomach? I mean,
You got like Earthquake out here or Yokozuna.
yeah.
Those
yeah,
are who
yeah,
I really
Earthquake, yeah.
identify with.
Yeah.
Avatar Anderson's going to hate that we're talking wrestling again without him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Every time he's not here, we talk wrestling, and I can just feel him raging. Slowly.
Who's
building
Dolph
up.
Ziggler?
Ooh, Dolph Ziggler. He is the
at
current
that
TNA. Was the TNA champ. He just lost it. That's a flow. It's not like that anymore. It's actually way more like Shane's here now. Nowadays,
It's
if
a
you go
little bit
current,
of perm in there too.
Yeah.
A little bit of like
like
wave. in there.
Lions Maney.
Who's that guy?
Oh, it's not
Who's that
focusing.
guy?
It's not focusing. Come on now. Welcome
on.
to naming wrestlers on coaches. Oh, that's Adam Hangman
Who's that
Page.
guy?
That's my dude. He does cowboy shit. Whenever he comes out, the crowd chants cowboy shit, cowboy shit. You know, he used to come out and he'd wear his cowboy boots, had the best intro theme that you've ever heard. And he would go into the crowd. And part of his gimmick was, "Yeah, I'm a cowboy. Give me your beers." He'd just take people's beers in the crowd. And this was right before the pandemic hit. And he was just chugging fans' beers. They'd give them to him. He'd chug them. All the germs, everything. And it was so cool. And that theme song actually was so hot at the time. When I was still at the radio station, we had a interview with former Premier Brad Wall. And he came in, and him and I, we've been buddies for a while. And to his credit, never once in the history of our conversations has any politics ever been talked about, which I always appreciate. And we used Adam Hangman Page's intro for him when he walked into the studio. And he, to his credit, is a wrestling fan and he knew what was up. My dude knows. So I always give him a lot of credit for that. But that's how big the Hangman was back in the day. Chugging everyone else's beers and using songs for former premiers. Look out. That's my promo. Nothing? Man, you guys are tough today.
I'm just trying to follow along to everything you said, Gary. I got lost after Stone Cold. He just pretty much copied Stone Cold.
Well, though, because Stone Cold drank his own beers. Hangman went into the crowd and drank everyone else's beers. It's like next level Stone Cold.
But who did Stone Cold steal that from?
No, he didn't steal from
Who's
no
that
one.
crazy guy from?
Sandman? Yeah, but he
Sandman,
didn't.
yeah.
He didn't have him thrown in the stage. He walked out from the crowd with a cigarette in his mouth and a beer and a kendo stick. That's how he came to the ring. And then he crushed the beer and then smashed it on his forehead. And then you go in there and do some wrestling. ECW days.
You know who that reminded me of? Walking out with a beer and a cigarette hanging out. And I think this is another local Saskatoon person, older than us. And I think Coach Kamatu, you'll appreciate this. Pistol Pete Falima.
Huh?
He would have been a good wrestler. So he used to coach the Saskatoon Outlaws back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And, he had those glasses that would tint when you went outside.
So cool.
Transitions.
That's a word for it.
Transitions. Yeah. He would have been a great wrestler, I reckon, because he's already got the name, Pistol Pete. But him just walking with the cigar and the beer.
Yeah,
would have been.
He was past being a wily vet when I came into the league. He was. Stats, and he won some awards back in the day. It's also funny that you're a coach of a senior men's ball team, so the guys are like 25 to 40 years old, and he's the coach.
That was wild too. The rec sports coach, what a job! Woo! I will say this though, right there with the transition glasses, the blue blocker clip-ons, those were game changers for athletes. I use the term very loosely. Athletes such as myself, who are out there in an outfield and you got glasses on, you can't put your sunglasses over top. You put your blue blockers, clip it right on the bridge there, flop them down, flop them up. Those things are sweet.
So what if I would miss the entire show pretty much, or I was trying to. I'm still at work. I got to leave because Sarah's she's got to work overtime as well, and the kids have sports to go to, and I got to go make sure dinner's made. So I might have to duck out here. So I don't even know why I ducked in. But
Nice to see you.
what did we cover? We covered Chinese cars, solar panels, fake pullovers.
Fake pullovers, yes.
You got
Cardigan, but
Christian,
thanks for asking.
When did we
like
talk about
doppelganger Christian on set.
And AJ had the.
I gotta zoom in here. Like, you look unbelievable too, and doing all that charity work too. That's so sick. So here's another thing. My mom just texted me. Apparently Clayton, apparently a friend of the show, Clayton Croker's on Family Feud Canada tonight.
Yeah.
It airs tonight.
You know what? Clayton Croker is also helping out the Kinsmen in May with a stand-up showdown comedy show, and he's going to be one of the guest celebrities.
Oh, that's
guest
amazing.
comedians. Yeah.
Yes. He is also.
He's not a comedian.
We can
No,
say
it's sorry, Gary.
No, that's
but
okay.
The stand-up showdown is a whole bunch of non-comedians raising money and getting up in front of a crowd and putting on a comedy show.
I believe the term we're looking for is bombing magnificently. Like where it's expected to be a bomb, right?
It's a room full of friendly people, so everybody's going to cheer.
That's what.
That's the way it's going to
No
go.
matter how bad it goes. I bet you there's some guys out there that could test that. Croker, the Croker family on Family Feud tonight. He will be in studio right here on Friday at 4 p.m. We're kicking off the show with him. We're going to see how that all went down. And I will actually be coming back from Hockey Helps the Homeless that day. I got my third game at 3 o'clock, and I'm ripping back to the studio to kick the show off with Croker to talk about all that. So,
Who are you playing with?
One Small Step.
Oh, Bamford and the Boys.
Bamford and
Good
the
stuff,
Boys. You betcha.
The Kinney guys are going to be playing in that too.
This is when I was eventually going to get to this. No, it's all good. I just wasn't sure if our jabroni here is going to take off. Are you all done now? Are you walking in there, Coach Kamatu, or what you doing? Mm-hmm. Okay. There he is. Are you still talking? Or
I'm taking off.
Okay.
Right.
Hey,
I gotta
good luck,
roll.
buddy.
Like, I'm not taking off on you. I want to see if I'm gonna see if I can get pulled over as well.
See, that would be a first.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Or if you do, ask him if he wants to come in the studio and talk about it. Have a sit down with an officer and see why you got pulled over.
Can you? Yeah, but I don't have a fancy brand new Chinese vehicle. I got this old American-made Ford that's rusting to bits, and doesn't have technology to do hands-free and stuff. So I'm gonna mute you guys, but I'll still be here in case I want to chime in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds good, bud. We appreciate that. Oh, boy. Hanging out on the all the way around table, minus Curtis Anderson, minus Simon Hyatt, plus Shane Balarjon, coach number 1 and coach comma 2, even though he's not going to be talking by the sounds of it. So we are on the final stretch. I do want to say, links in the descriptions for Hockey Helps the Homeless. We are, this Friday, like we said, it's happening. Still looking for donations. You can find the link there. And the best part, all the money raised here stays here. We're talking.
When you guys, do you draft on like Thursday night?
Yeah.
How does that work? You get to find out who your guy is on Thursday?
So here's what happens. They're going to the Canadian Brewhouse Thursday night. I can't make it because we're recording crap in here, but the boys will be there, and whichever team has raised the most money gets the first pick of the draft. And then there's a roster of all the former NHL superstars.
Who's winning now?
I haven't checked in a bit. I do know that my mom made a donation, so look out for one small step coming in hot. And then with the whole Hockey Helps the Homeless deal, they do that, and then the next day we do play all the games, rolling right up. And money raised here stays here. Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center, our friends Lori and Deb, the team over there, always doing great work. They get a donation. Is it called a donation when you're collecting it? Is it still a donation?
I don't know.
Or a percentage of, I guess you would say, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Friendship in, as well as the YWCA, the beneficiaries this year, always doing great things, and the money raised stays here. I can't stress that enough because a lot of times, and you know this more than most people probably, when you're raising money, a lot of people won't say exactly where it's going or what it's going to be doing or, you know, all those things. Right here, you know exactly what's going on. It's all right there for you to see, and you can tell that you're making a difference in your beautiful city, and you're helping your brothers and sisters that continue to go around here. Here we go.
Oh, you guys are in fourth.
Hey, we're doing pretty good.
Doing good. Doing
Where
better
you guys
than
at?
Scotia Wealth Management.
Oh.
Those guys they probably played with these guys, some of the people on that team.
Yep.
I see
And,
Quinn Schertz is right up there. Good for
There you
him.
go.
Yeah, there we go. I know these guys.
Yeah,
Good
man.
work. That's awesome.
You want to talk about like lots of great people getting together in one
Yeah.
place? Like Merlis Belcher is going to be the place to be in this city on Friday, as it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm still, we're going to have me mic'd up for one of the games. Dragon's going to come with me. He's going to have his camera ready to go.
That's awesome.
And we're going to get mic'd up out there. And I keep joking about the fact that it's just going to be me breathing heavily or heavy breathing the entire time. So I'll try to make sure I keep my normal 30-second shifts down to about 10. And I will go do a loop and get right back to that bench because the thought of skating, yikes. When's the last time you skated?
Oh my. Oh,
I know you don't play.
I don't
That's
know
why I
when.
asked. Yeah, like
I
literally that long.
walk behind the 7-year-old and the 5-year-old
You don't even
on
strap
the
them
ring.
on,
I
right?
don't know.
Just give them a little push, make sure.
Gary.
everyone's right.
I do know. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta say, I think the last memory I have of Shane and hockey
Here we go.
was him balking to get ready. We lived in Cascade Street. I can remember being in the basement, which eventually turned into my bedroom. But Mom trying to get Shane ready to go to hockey, and he did not want to go. Like this poor
I
bugger.
remember this
because-
too. Oh, man, it was. We would have
Oh.
got home from school. It was just. It was a chore. I disliked all of it.
Yep.
I have vivid memories of hockey, disliking it, not being a nice kid about it. You know, not being really. My parents should have thrown me a few times out in the snow to say like, smarten up.
As
don't
a
do
parent
this.
now, you can see that, hey? Like when you're doing
yeah.
it, it's like, I hate this, but as you grow up, man, that must have been a handful to deal with.
Oh yeah, like dad worked.
But see,
how many
Shane,
hours a week?
Shane was Shane. So hockey wasn't his thing, but basketball, football, he played in the high school all-star team. But here's a little unknown fact, and I was reminded this the other day, watching some kind of Instagram. Holy shit! This guy pulling a boat just about ran into me here.
What is happening out in Australia?
It's just there's actually been a couple crazy driving incidents. Anyways, we're talking about Shane's sporting prowess. I was watching this reel and it showed this pitcher throwing in a game, left-handed and right-handed.
Yeah.
And that Shane was like this, Gary. Like he was a little bit older than you, so he probably didn't play in the Cardinals. Him and Corey King would have played together.
Yeah.
But Shane was ambidextrous.
No,
He might
I was
still
not. No,
be.
I was not ambidextrous. I was given a glove from hand me down or dad or somebody just hooked me up with a glove that fit onto my left hand, and I played with my right hand, and I played very poorly, like really, really bad. And one day, out at Kilburn Field, you know, as you're a young kid, the ball gets out of your head, you run, you throw your glove up in the air. I ran in, I picked the ball up, I chucked it in with my left hand. And we went to Canadian Tire. Pretty sure it's Canadian Tire on the way home and bought me a new ball glove. Mom and dad realized they that was playing with the wrong hand.
Yeah.
Probably played 2 or 3 years like that.
Man.
Always on the Benon provincial team.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a story right there.
Wow.
And being ambidextrous, that dude in the pros, he was throwing 92 left and 95 right.
Yeah.
Like, that was nuts.
No.
Very cool. I imagine that's exactly what you were like. Very well. So then what the hell, what happened with Stevie then? How come he became the only hockey player? Is that just because mom and dad struck out the first 2 times? They really wanted a hockey player?
Yeah, no. I played hockey.
Okay.
I played some tier one.
Yeah,
I played some tier one, some double A. Let's be clear here. But yeah, Steve's got like the lean body and the sharp elbows.
Yeah, I played a bunch with Stevie, man. Him and I, we played on a couple teams, and I'll tell you, kid could skate better than I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we just all ended up playing our own sports, doing our own games.
That's it.
Huh.
That's fair. Well,
so big shout out to mom and dad for that. We all got to have a go at different things, and except for Shane, who had to play hockey and then had to play baseball with the wrong hand for 3 seasons.
Good. I also remember, there are some really core memories in that hockey time.
Oh yeah.
I remember other ones. Well, just bad. Just like not good.
Man, to be fair, hockey is such a hard sport. Like, but just because we live in Canada, everyone just assumes you're good at hockey. Like, Dragon, when's the last time you went for a skate, bud? 2 years ago. But Dragon says he's nimble like a cat. Like, once he's on those skates, look out, hey? Crossovers, skating backwards. No, none of that? I thought you said once you get in there, it's like riding a bike. Into the mic. Don't you yell at
On
me.
the show yesterday, I said it takes me like a while to get into it if I haven't done it.
Oh, it was reverse.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Well, that still goes to my point that hockey's really, really hard. And nowadays, when you talk about the price to get into hockey, like, I don't even know how anyone afford to play. Yeah, pretty outrageous.
It is expensive, but like everybody figures, lots of people just figure it out. I don't know how it works either, but luckily my kids hate organized things, except for the one who wants to ride horses, and that ain't gonna be cheap.
Dude, out of all the, I was just about to congratulate you for being out of that sort of stretch, but I got a buddy, shout out to my buddy Protzi. He's involved with some equestrianing, and holy cow, you want to get into horses? He's like, he said it's basically like either you bring on an incredibly addictive drug habit, or you get a horse. And like, don't like physically buy a horse because that's really, really hard to do, but to get into a horse, be it jumping or racing or whatever it is you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. I guess that'd be like with F1 and like race car driving too, I imagine. It's very expensive to get into.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go-karting. Hey, here's another one. So you wait, Shane. They might want to do stuff now. So we got 3 kids, the 2 boys and our daughter Ryan, and none of the boys have really gotten to any Aussie sports like footy, cricket. Ryan started playing netball, and she just played her first game of Aussie rules football on the weekend. So she's joined a club.
Nice. Hell yeah. How'd
she got a kick. She got a couple touches. Like, these are key stats.
Yeah.
She had an airy. So that's when the ball was bouncing on the ground and she went to have a kick and completely missed it.
There's a term. That's a stat?
Well, that's not a stat, but you do call it an airy.
She got an air ball, man.
That's right. We don't want
Yeah.
to count the bricks.
Did she lay anybody out?
Yeah.
That's the real.
No, but she got tackled once and just got up and kept going. So so 5 years ago, footy would have been played by 99.9% boys. Now there are leagues. So and on each team, I'm going to say there's 20 players. So it's a big crew.
Yeah.
And they've got leagues at all different age groups. So it's absolutely fantastic to see. It's hard to believe that for so long it was just a boys sport or a men's sport. Here in Australia, there's the
Oh, is
that
that
guy
the
there's a
cop?
professional
Is
league.
that the cop?
Is he taking
come
the
back
plate
for
down?
No, I don't know what. You know what he was doing? He's probably going, "Hey, what kind of truck is that? That looks pretty sharp."
Yeah.
Checking it out.
Check it out. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, hey, it sounds like there could be an opportunity for you to talk to your netball friend that you're going to see here that you were judging. Maybe you can start planting some seeds and get that netball career going. And then who knows, down the line, you might be having some national representation. Did I word that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It'd be a big accomplishment if that ever came, because I don't think right now you wouldn't think the potential is there, but you never know.
Hey, you got to play to know.
That's
Only
right.
One game under the belt. Yeah, okay. This is very exciting. Do you feel like you're a little bit less of an Aussie family when your kids aren't doing the Aussie sports? Like, do you get shunned from anyone for that?
No, but there's a benefit. You don't have, the typical hockey parent.
Yeah. We
You
sure
don't.
do.
You don't have
Yeah.
baseball parents? The baseball parents are all chill?
Well, we do, but it takes a while them for actually to work out like how the game works, and then they can't really complain early on because they don't know that much.
Know what they're gonna get at.
And then as the older you get, that starts to come. But watching the footy, it is definitely like there are people yelling at the players and yelling at the umpires, and just it's a different world. But I'm looking forward to learning it, and then I'll just go stand by myself on the sideline and watch the game.
Yeah, luckily we haven't got into where there's refs or anything for our kids' sports yet. The more I hear stuff, I'm like, I feel bad. Like I also couldn't imagine being a ref. I could never put myself in like, hey, I'm gonna go volunteer and stand between all these angry people and never get a win out of it, right?
That's the biggest issue that all of them are facing right now. And that's probably what you're going to get into is right down to the rec sports level. Nobody wants to ref because every single ref gets assaulted. Like, not just assault, brother. Like, we're talking verbally, physically, everything you can possibly do. And in some cases, like 8 or 9-year-old kids that are just trying to get into reffing are getting destroyed by these old people. It's nuts. I don't think anyone I understand why we're lacking in refs, top to bottom. It's not worth it.
So at the footy, the coaches wear a bib.
Oh.
So the coaches wear a blue bib and it says coach on the back. Then there's the goal umpires and they wear a bib. The umpires have a proper uniform, like the main, let's call it the referee. Yep. But there was 2 parents wearing a bib and it said referee escort. So what they do is they escort the referee from the change room to the field, and from the field back to the change room. And this umpire, this referee would have been 16.
And how old are
But they've got these.
And what, Ryan's 12?
And Ryan's 12. So they've just created this. Yep. Yeah.
Does that not just make you like, what are we even doing? How pathetic is that? Like, that is such a kick to the face of everything that we always try to talk about around here. Like, being good people, treat others how you want to be treated, do good things.
Oh yeah, and like trying to teach kids how to like be good teammates and play sports and the competitive and all that good things that come out of team sports, and we've got that to deal with. That's ridiculous.
And wait till the people start asking, oh, where's the money coming from to pay for the referee escort? And then it's going to be a whole nother thing. It's like, well, if you guys weren't all such assholes, we wouldn't have to do this. But apparently everybody wants to yell. I'm getting fired up. AJ,
I'm getting upset too.
Yeah, we gotta just, you know what? Frankie's fingers will help us out. Dragon, let's go ahead and wake Frankie up and play our way out of here. Go ahead, AJ. Oh, you're just playing. I thought there was more to it still.
Oh no! So I was just gonna say, this is why we talked about baseball and umpires and robots.
Mm-hmm.
Bring on the automatic baseball
Yes.
strike zone at the junior levels, so we get rid of this crazy behaviors.
Well, you know,
I don't know what the equivalent is in footy or hockey. I don't know if you can have robots there, but
the humans, it'll just be like an early Skynet, man. The humans will just start fighting the robots. They don't care. They just need their piece of flesh. They can't believe that this ref would say this or call this. How dare you? Like, it's my first game. I don't care. You have no business being here. Robots won't put up with that, though.
So that is why, Gary, things like your show and what you've created here is even more important and more impressive, because we need more of what you're bringing to this world everywhere.
It's not me, man. It's us. It's us.
He's got some good words there.
He knows what's up.
Yeah,
He knows what's
got a heart.
going on. That's right. And it's never me, buddy. This is all of us. Like, no single person could ever do anything like this. We are so proud of the team that we got, of this family. It's always growing, and we're so grateful. And it's because, like you just said, we're just here to make sure everyone can get along and just cheer people up and remind people being an asshole isn't an option anymore. We're done with that. There's too many. We have to weed them out. So there you go. Great job today, AJ. We really appreciate it. All the thanks to our buddy Coach Mazer stopping by for a couple seconds. That was pretty good. All the love to that fake police officer that gave you a heart attack. Possibly tried to pull you over. Hopefully you get over that. Dragon on the ones and twos. We love you, buddy. And to Shane, dude, great first appearance.
Well, thank you.
How'd you feel about it?
All right. Time flew by. Tons of fun.
It's pretty fun, hey?
Yeah.
Think we can get him back here, AJ?
How could we not?
I didn't drop one F-bomb. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
There's still about 10 seconds. All right. We will leave that for next time. Tomorrow, CTV's Matt Young will be in the house, plus some other special guests. It's going to be a lot of fun. Until that time, remember, the reason we always end the show by saying this: karma is very, very real. Okay, if you do good things, they'll happen to you. If you beat up referees because they don't make a call for your kid, you probably deserve to get a little bit of trouble. Just saying, that's how karma works. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.